Hello everyone, thank you for coming up today. My old subscribers, thank you. And those that are viewing for the first time or that have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. And to my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. Please do not forget to hit on the like button. Friends, and this is the reason why they said men stay away from other women that are not your wives. When you are married, don't get involved with extramarital affairs. So also for women, if you're married, stay away from extramarital affair. It goes both ways because sometimes or in most cases it doesn't end up well. This is a very sad incident that has happened and it has led to the death of somebody. You see the woman that you're seeing there, she's known as Kainde Abdul-Wasiu, and she is a 33 years old mother. She's a housewife. She has 3 children. As I speak with you right now, she has been arrested, and all of this happened in Ogun State, Nigeria. Friends, what led to her arrest would shock all of you and would put people in great confusion at the same time. A lady known as Tosin Olabode, who is 23 years old, married to her own husband who is known as Olabode. All of this incident just started August 21st, 2021. The husband of Tosin Olabode met her and said she's been having an extramarital affair with one man known as Ismail Wasiu. Upon asking that question and confronting his wife, Tosin got so upset that the husband was accusing her of something, and instead of her explaining to this man or even apologizing if it's true, what did this woman do? It will surprise people what this lady did. On a very good day, either you go and call your family members or call his friends to plead with him if what he said was actually happening. But Tosin decided that she's not ready to do any of that. Confirming that her husband was saying the truth, she packed her things and moved down to Ismail's house. Who does this kind of a thing? Under normal circumstances, if your husband has caught you red-handed, or if whatever allegations he's laying against you is true, what would you do as a wife and as a mother? You would plead and ask for forgiveness or organize people that will plead on your behalf. Instead, this woman decided that I would rather go and stay with that man than live with her husband or than plead and make peace with her husband. But that didn't go down well, friends. When she got to Mr. Wasiu's house, friends, this Mr. Wasiu guy that she is dating is even a married man. You can see how some women mess their lives and marriages up. You, a married woman, is dating another married man, forgetting that this man too has a wife in the house. Moving to this house, the wife still lives in that same house. She packed her things and moved in there. The husband, being the head of the house, told the wife that she can't stop Tosin from coming to stay with him because he loves Tosin. Some women have different reactions to things, and so she allowed it because she loves her husband, one, and secondly, she knows that since her husband has made up his mind, according to what Kainde meant was that she can't stop her husband. She didn't want to lose her husband because it may end up in a very bad way. They were all living together. This started in August. Her husband allowed them to live in the same house with him. Already, Kainde had not been happy with the fact that Tosin had moved into her own matrimonial home as her husband's side chick. Look at how messy some men can even cause in their own home. How would you take your own side chick and allow her to come and stay in the house? So it's like a planned thing all along. He was looking for an avenue where Tosin and her husband would have a misunderstanding. Then she should use an opportunity to come and move into the house. So you know, in some homes, some women don't really have so much say or strength to act over things like this. And that is the place Kainde found herself. She's not the type of women that can easily speak up because their husband overshadowed them. That is the kind of husband she's married to, and so she couldn't do anything about the situation. She just allowed it to play along, unknown to everybody that Kainde had her own plans. While they kept on living, this now happened on November, which just passed. there was an argument, a very serious argument that transpired between Tosin and Kainde. Kainde is the wife, the legally married wife to Ismail Wasiu. Why Tosin is the side chick who left her husband's house and moved into Wasiu's house. In the course of the argument, Kainde, who has been angry for a very long time that Tosin moved into her husband's house, now used that as an opportunity to pour petrol on Tosin. Immediately, she poured that petrol, she lit the matches and set her ablaze. So she was screaming. Unfortunately, as of the time this incident happened, Ismail wasn't at home. So that was why Kainde used that as an opportunity to execute her plans and unleash the anger she's been having since that Tosin moving into the house. She didn't have a say about it, but she had a way to get rid of Tosin, but she did that in a very, very wrong way. As soon as she set her ablaze, Tosin was now screaming and wailing. So people heard her voice, neighbors heard and ran. That was when some of the neighbors now called her husband. He now ran from work and came down to the house and saw what was happening. Her family members, Tosin family members, now came to the house. They all rushed her to the hospital. So she's been there receiving treatment. And when this incident happened, Mr. Ismail, knowing that his wife is going to be in very big trouble with the police, now told her to run away. He now asked his own wife to run away from the house. Meanwhile, so the family members of Tosin now had to go and call the police. Upon getting the report, the DPO of the Oniponu division in Ogun State there, that's the person of Bamidele job, quickly sent his men to the scene where they now arrested the husband Ismail, and already he had asked his wife to run away. Unfortunately for her, they had to trace her and they got hold of her and arrested her as well. And this case is a very serious one. As I speak with you, it has been transferred to the homicide section of the State Criminal Investigation and Intelligence Department. They are taking it very serious, and it's so sad. As I speak with you today, Tosin has just given up the ghost. She just died because the severity of the burns, you can see from her neck downwards, that was where this petrol and this fire got her. You see bandages all over her. She couldn't survive the pain. You can imagine the gravity of burn she would sustain. You know, petrol, it's very powerful. Once you set someone ablaze, it only takes the grace of God for the person to survive. But Tosin just died today. It's really, really painful. Also, the CSP, that's Femi Olabode, also led his team for further investigation, which led them to apprehend Kainde. And you know, when they even arrested his wife, she traveled all the way to Oyo State. As soon as she left Ogun State, she took the commercial transport immediately to Oyo State. And that was where they got hold of her. And when they started interrogating her, she confessed to committing this crime, but claimed that she didn't know what came over her that very day. That was what everybody would say when they commit a crime. They would say the devil led them to it, or they didn't know what happened. And when they investigated further, they found out that the husband, that's Ismail, told the police that it was gas that poured on Tosin, that was what happened. That when she lit up the gas, that the gas blew and it caught her on fire. It was when they now interrogated the wife now confessed and said that no, it wasn't any gas explosive, that she was the one who poured petrol on Tosin, all because she was upset that her husband carried his side chick and moved her into the house, and that she couldn't do anything about it because the husband was bent on keeping Tosin in the house. And she used that anger when they had an argument to pour petrol on. And that was what led to Tosin being burnt to that point. That right now, she is feeling so bad for this horrible action that she has taken. However, they are going to be charged to court. Also, the DSP Abimbola Oyeyemi said that the Commissioner of Police, who is CP Lanre Bankole, has also ordered that the investigation be concluded immediately because they can't just let this go like that. However, Olabode-led, who is the husband to Tosin, is also hurt because he didn't know that this is how the whole thing would end. Even though he felt so bad that his wife left him, he couldn't stop her. He had to allow her to do her wish, because some men would not want to react. They just will allow you to do what's on your mind, thinking that maybe the wife would have a rethink and come back to the house. But sadly, all he's saying now is they're ending up going for her funeral. This is the sad thing about this incident. Tosin ended up losing her life. If only she had listened, either apologized to her husband and made peace with him, all of this wouldn't have happened. How can a married woman be dating another woman's husband? And then you now moved to the man's house knowing that he has a wife. What was she thinking? If that happened to her, how would she have felt? But it's so sad that when someone dies, you can't really say things about dead people. They're already dead. And what a lot of people are saying, she called this death for herself. If only she had stayed in her husband's home, all of this wouldn't have happened. And secondly, if only she had been faithful to her husband, all of this wouldn't have happened. And some people are still saying that even though Kehinde took a drastic decision, that they don't blame her for getting upset. It's just that her action was not good. She shouldn't have done that. At least she would have either called on her family members, Tosin's family members, to intervene and to see how they can tell Tosin to leave her matrimonial home. That would have been the best approach, rather than taking this horrible approach she did. Right now, it has landed her and her husband in jail because both of them are locked up and they'll be charged to court. And you know that Tosin's family will not just let this go. They are seeking for justice for the death of their daughter. It's really sad. If you're out there, always remember that there are consequences for your action. You think you're enjoying that side chick, you think you're enjoying another woman's husband, but remember, when you are caught, it may not end up well for you. Learn to be faithful to your spouse to avoid unnecessary drama and death. Friends, please, if you have anything to say, you could put that down at the comment section. Thank you for coming up today. Please don't forget to hit on the like button. Also subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Thank you. God bless you all.